Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving the new Opel Grandland. We are going on a night point of view drive. I hope you will enjoy it. As you can see, we have the new generation model here in front of us. 4 meters 65 is the length of the car. It sits on the STLA medium platform. You can see on the front the new Opel design language with the illuminated logo and then the beautiful lights. These are the INTELLI-LUX HD lights, impressive lighting technology. And let's unlock it once again. There we go, 19-inch wheels on the model in our video. And now let me show you the rear of the car with the distinctive look, the connected taillights. And now I will show you once again when we lock and unlock the car, Opel lettering that is illuminated. How cool is that? And then the connected lights emphasizing the width of the car, giving it unique styling on the road. Grandland lettering here on the tailgate itself. Press this to open the tailgate. You can also do it here with the key. 550 liters. We have the dual floor, so really practical car. And we are now ready to start our drive. I want to hear your thoughts on the exterior design. And now let's go. Let me show you the interior. Very modern, the all new look, 16-inch touchscreen in the middle, and then those lovely seats. Now let's see it from driver's perspective. All right, here is your layout as a driver here in the new Opel Grandland. Beautiful feeling as you have a nice layout of the dashboard. Let's immediately start the car by pressing the start button. There we go, it comes to life and we are ready to start our journey. Put on my seatbelt, and here you have the minimalistic gear selector of the electrified dual clutch automatic transmission. So we can put it to drive, release the electronic parking brake, and off we go. So the model in our video is the Hybrid 145. It's got the combination of 1.2 liter petrol unit developed specially for this hybrid powertrain, and the electrified dual clutch automatic transmission with 21 kilowatt electric motor. And then there's also, of course, the 48 volt battery. So that means we have the smooth drive, which you will see in today's video. And yeah, overall really nice specification. Now there are various options when it comes to the powertrains for this car. So you can go for the plug-in hybrid as well, 195 horsepower, or there are 3 electric versions, including the version with the 97 kilowatt hour battery that has the range of around 700 kilometers with just a single charge. So those are the options. Tell me in the comments what would be your choice of powertrain for this car. And you can see just how nice and smooth we are driving with this one. So you can see the car can drive with just electric power. And after many turns, we are now at the exit of this pretty big garage. So you see here the RPMs, but they are currently 0 because we are driving with electric power. So the layout in front of us, we have the 10-inch digital cockpit. You can change the views and you can configure the views by yourself within the infotainment system. There's also the nice head-up display with loads of information available. And in the middle we have the 16-inch touchscreen. This is so impressive and you can again configure the pages. So you see when I swipe it like this, there are various pages available, and all those are pre-configured within the infotainment system itself. And then what is also very cool and a big thumb up from me is that we have the physical buttons for the AC. So as you can see here, you can change the temperature, and then here you can adjust the air blower. So it's nice to see a big screen, but also the physical buttons for the AC, and also you have the physical buttons for the shortcuts, for example here for the driver assist and safety systems, and then back to the home menu. And also for the AC you have this shortcut. You can also change the AC on the screen, so for example the temperature, the air blower, but I think the easiest way to do it is here with the buttons. Now here is the Pixel box, and you have the wireless charging pad. You can see through this, so that is cool, and two USB-C ports. And this looks so impressive during the night with the large screens and the ambient lights. Speaking about ambient lights, now that we are stationary, I will show you different interior colors that are available. So there are 8 colors available. I quite like this blue one, but let me show you the others as well. So color 3, this is also illuminated. And then also you can see the illumination here. So very cool indeed. Here are the RPMs, but as you can see we are now driving with the electric power. Then when I put the throttle a bit more, now you can see we have also the RPMs of the petrol engine. And if you want to see more details of the infotainment system, you can watch my full review during the day. And this car has got 3 driving modes. You can change them by pressing the drive mode selector, which is here. So we are currently in normal mode. Press this, we are in sport. Nice instant throttle response. And also pronounced sound as well. And then we also have the eco mode. And the drive in this car is so relaxing. So again, cruising with electric power. Let's put back the normal mode. And the map view is so cool with the 3D view of the buildings, looking very nice indeed. Nice attention to details. Not sure how much the camera is catching it, but the head-up display has really a lot of information. You also have the map view there, the speed limit, and yeah, definitely makes your life easier, especially when you're on road trip, for example. .2 seconds is the acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, and the top speed is 202 kilometers per hour for this hybrid 145 model. And now you can just relax and enjoy this drive. This is the beeping sound, the speed warning that is mandatory by law for all new cars in Europe, but it's easy to turn it off. So you go here, this is the shortcut for the driver assist systems, and then here we have it in shortcuts, so excessive speed warning. Press this and now it is deactivated. You will need to do it every time you turn on the car, but it's the law in Europe, so it's all new cars have this, so it's a well-known thing. And yeah, various car brands have various ways to turn that off, and as you saw here, it's pretty easy. Okay guys, so that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, also for more videos with this car as well. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye.